Back to the markets, please. I'm going to call this a rally. I don't care what you say. The Dow's up 478 points as we speak. We need a market watcher. We've got one. His name is Alan Nuckman, and he's on that screen right now. All right, Alan, you say that 2023 has been pretty good so far. I'd agree with that. Do you think it continues?
Well, we've got momentum. We've got stocks up. Every asset class has risen this year. We've got the dollar down, the VIX down. We've got interest rates down. So we've got everything positive. We're ready to test the top. The S&P has held above 4,000 every single day since the 29th of March. So that's more than a month. It looks like we're ready to break out.
Break out on the upside, yes?
Yep. Yeah, breakout on the upside. And what's important here is how the market hasn't reacted. Since March 9th, when the SVB Bank issue started, the market's up more than 5%. The VIX is half of what it was at that time.
Yep.
So we're seeing a lot of positives in spite of that, which ended up being a unique bank break that wasn't managed properly.
I saw that Apple's iPhone sales went up a little. And Apple's stock this morning is up $7, 4.5%. That's a gigantic gain. Is Apple now the market leader?
Well, I think it's always been a great barometer. I mean, they made $24 billion in pure profit for the quarter. They sold $50 billion worth of iPhones. So I don't think the consumer is cutting back right now. And I think the only thing that's missing right now is the sentiment and the positive emotion. We've got rates coming down. If you look out to December, there's nearly 100% chance that rates will be cut between now and December. So, you know, the worst has passed as far as the record rate hikes, and now the markets can look forward. Importantly, when you want to talk about earnings, it's not just Apple. So earnings expectations were low and actually negative. We've overcome that bar. 80% of companies beat their EPS estimates, and 75% have beat on revenue, meaning we've seen a 3% revenue jump on companies. So even though they've earned less, they've made more.
Okay. A breakout on the upside. Just what we wanted to hear. Alan Nuckman, thank you very much indeed. Hope you have a great weekend. All right.
Thank you.
Well, I've got Expedia on the screen now. It's up 8%. That's a mover.
Right. It's not just Apple earnings. It's other earnings, too. Expedia is seeing huge travel demand. Record bookings, where? Internationally, and also back to the cities. So its hotel business is doing well. People work from home. They go to the city for a short period of time.
Live Nation?
Huge demand for concerts, live concerts. They reported a narrower loss. The stock is up 12% because their revenue rose more than 70%. It is the first time that all Live Nation markets are fully open in 3 years.
Okay, you've just had a couple of big winners. Now move on to Warner Brothers Discovery. Yeah. I think that's in the red. Just slight 10 cents. That's
and I think I know what's kind of turned this stock. So they